Welcome to 032 Conversations, the podcast where we talk to creatives, see how they live and how they do their work. I'm your host, Carlo Rodriguez. In this podcast, we talk to Carlo Rodriguez. It's another Carlo, so the second and third episodes and your host obviously are all Carlos. Coincidence? I don't think so. But anyway, if you visited or if you attended a gig in the past maybe 6 or 7 years in places like the Outpost, Handura, or any of these festival events type stuff, that concert events that have been popping up, you're likely to have seen Carlo Rodriguez under his brand called Lilila Primitive Art selling these tribal type burluloys or accessories, right? Funny story, when one of the first times I met my now wife, Steph, I was with Carlo Rodriguez in the Outpost. We were just hanging out, and my wife sat on one of the tables, and, long story short, we got married. Anyway, we get to talk to Carlo and talk about his creative process, his story, and what's happening with Lilila Primitive Art. So I hope you enjoy the interview. But before that, if this is your first time listening to 032 Conversations, please do us a favor. Subscribe on iTunes or on Spotify or on Stitcher. Or, just occasionally check the 032.com page. We post new episodes every Tuesday. So, yeah, let's get to it. This is our conversation with Carlo Rodriguez. How the way you live, kunohay ba? Like, you basically work for yourself, and you're doing what you like, and then that's really you've been doing it since what? Since college?
Technically, but making high school gid na siya nag-start.
Oh. So
anyway,
walk me through that though.
I think you were getting at now is that how come it's either me or just a few of us that are living like this.
Yeah, or when I say living like this, like I mean like anamurag,
not the conventional.
Yeah, you don't have like a 9 to 5 job. No, you're able to. In many ways, I'm kind of very similar also. No?
Yeah, kayo.
Oh, but like you're able to. You realize that you wanted this freedom to. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
To travel.
Yeah.
To just make stuff that you want to make, and then somehow that's been your way of life, and then in fact the way that you are able to pay the bills.
Exactly.
Diba?
Yeah.
So how did that start? First of all, like what do you, just for the people who don't know who you are, I'm gonna have an intro and everything.
Yeah.
But like, what is it that you sell, and what is it that you do?
Yeah. So we're called Lilila Primitive Art.
Oh.
So from that, basically we make native inspired stuff.
Oh.
But I've also explored trending stuff. Anyway, so we make handmade stuff. Central material is clay, 2 to 3 types, and some wire art and dreamcatcher art. So basically that. So that explores anklets, bracelets, necklaces, dreamcatchers, pipes, water bombs, and sculptures like ashtrays and figurines. So anything under the sun that can be molded and sculpted.
Oh.
Basically, yeah.
And I must say, mura grabe ang detail that gets into it, diba?
Yeah.
Like, you can pretty much make anything. So you've done, I think, like stuff from like Star Wars.
Yeah,
or
Star Wars, Moana, and I kind of choose things that are kunuhay related to tribal, pero nice man sagad ang mga, stuff like Star Wars, which they also have their own tribes. Anyway, something like that.
Oh, plus people also, sometimes they request.
Yeah, customized stuff.
They have stuff customized for you, diba?
Yeah.
So how did that, like, not everybody, knows how to mold with clay.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Is it just clay?
Well, it's clay. There's
Is it called clay? What's the type?
Clay siya. So there's epoxy clay, which
Okay.
I mix myself using industrial materials, both repair and bathroom repair stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. So that type of material is fireproof, waterproof. So that's what I use for recreational stuff like pipes and bungs.
Yeah.
Then there's polymer clay, which is plastic based. That one is where all the katong mga colorful details come in. So it's more of the other one is a rough type, bigger sculptures. This polymer clay one, which is the colored one, which I use for Star Wars and all the trending stuff,
Oh.
is something that you can use with more detail. Kay gagmay, pwede siya gagmay and everything ba.
Oh.
Mugahe siya when you bake it. So you can take your time, and then once you're satisfied, you bake it.
So how did you get to doing that? You mentioned a while ago na you started pag high school.
High school, yeah, because so basically high school before I was into skateboarding and all the other stuff, I was very different I wouldn't mag-arte ko ba? I'd have powder in my bag and everything, and I wouldn't wanna be talked about. I don't wanna wear the same shirt twice so that no one would notice. Ano ba?
Ah, okay. Arte ka with how you look. So you had like kanang powder to put on your back, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't wanna hear
anything. Alcohol gel,
I didn't wanna hear anything about me na bad and ano ba niya.
Yeah.
So basically, arte ko like very different. I wouldn't go out of the house. I don't want to take a bath in the beach, but it's white on the beach, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. This is in high school.
Yeah, so let's say first year, second year, but third year was when everything came in. So I got attracted to all the moment times sa hinihinay rise ang reggae community sa Cebu. So you'd see
what
them
year
everywhere.
is this? This is
2000, 2002. 2002 or 2001. Okay, that was third year high school for me. So more pag naganahan sa ilang bracelets, the red, yellow, green,
the red,
black ones.
Oh, yeah.
And then my brother everybody used to make those complicated braided bracelets. So I used that and used those colors. Ako nang gamiton yun. I realized that I'm wearing this stuff and then I don't know what it means. So I heard, heard lang na Bob Marley and na. So I went to the music store, I wasn't sure. I even thought Che Guevara was a musician, because there's a CD, Che Guevara and Bob Marley. Kapad sila.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll just choose Bob Marley. So I chose Bob Marley, and then I listened to his songs. May gani si Bob Marley. Che Guevara.
What CD was Che Guevara? What CD?
I don't know, but probably his life story. Gitapad man good, maybe because they're both revolution people ba. Yeah. Or basig na timing lang.
And also there was a time that Che Guevara, where people were using his face
exactly, yeah,
as iconography. Like, it wasn't like my notebook.
Exactly. Yeah. So call mo na sa Metro mo na the music store. So it's probably like movies and then music. So I listened to it and I listened to all these words. For some reason, dito ko nag-realize na nagabi ako superficial sa kung life siguro and everything. At least I already understood what the colors meant.
So wait. So you you saw it there in the CD place, and then you're like, sige, tanawin ako. I'll try the Bob Marley.
Yeah, actually tape.
Tape. So you try the Bob Marley, and then so you never heard of Bob Marley even before that?
Just some dirty guy.
No, but and then after listening to Bob Marley, ganahan kay kasi yung music.
Ganahan kay ko sa iyang the messages
the
inside.
Message and the music.
The music was great, of course, but I tried listening to it, man, because that's how I do movies and music. I don't care who you are, or basig binayot ka na, or idol kas mga not rockers. I try to listen to your message. That's how I get into it.
Okay.
So, moto, yung hula-hula na yun. Timing mo sa third year was also when I went into skateboarding.
Yeah.
So, katong akong inarte doesn't work with skateboarding because all my new pants, because I wanted to be limpyo, mahuga, mabuslot. So I just wear the same pants every time I skate. That's how it kind of got in, but it doesn't matter if you wear the same shirt. So, maghinay ko transfer.
Where you got less and less, you
vain.
worried. You got less and less vain. And you worried less about like what other people thought in
exactly,
a sense.
Yeah. So, more nirelate siya. So, skateboarding lifestyle and Bob Marley.
And it's not just about what other people thought. I think also kind of like you realized what you wanted to do.
Exactly, yeah.
No? which was in this case kind of skate, and then you kind of identified with the reggae community, or just the reggae sound or the reggae mindset,
But more
the Bob Marley mindset. And then sige, and then
so yung and then I just realized na I buy 4 colors dyan na of elastic thread for the reggae colors, is the colors of your flag, the red, green, yellow, black.
okay, red, green, yellow, black.
Yeah.
So what's the reason for the red? Why is that red, green, yellow, black?
Di mo na
for
colors
reggae?
ilang flag.
For reggae.
Yeah.
Reggae.
No, for the probably the Rastafarian movement and also Jamaican siguro.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Because it started there.
Yeah, I started there. So
Okay.
so I just bring cloth and then maghimo ko, then gamit lang. Then I realized people were asking where to get that. So I said I make it. Yeah, okay.
These are like the bracelets.
Yeah, so I'd wear like 10 to 15 at a time each hand. Yeah,
The gun guy.
so nahingana na lang ko. Yeah, moto dagam kay na interested ya more. So at first, I can make you one. Yung more kapoy man, pay me like okay, 20 pesos per piece. So that's how it started.
So in high school ba ni?
So I'm like,
So you were asking people to pay you na pag high school?
Yeah, mga 20 lang niya. 15 for girls.
You had the game already.
Yeah. So I get paid for this? Kula good. So, it was there starting. Pero I've always been kanang fond of clay. Like, kanang, when I was a kid, I'd play with clay more than anything else. And one of the reasons of this because ito man akong parents, they don't really buy you everything you want. So I just make my own toys.
Which
So
is the right thing to do.
So it's either clay or cardboard. So I'd make dinosaurs out of it and everything, cars out of it, cardboard and scotch tape lang. Yeah, and my brother would bully me in school. He'd call me scotch tape boy. Yeah, so anyway. So that's how it all started. All the tragedies turned out good.
Because you realized like
Na-explore na akong kuhan ba. Yeah, so pero I make stuff gidaan pa pagbata.
So pagbata pa but you started like selling them in high school and in college.
Yeah.
Pero when did you decide to be like? Because at some point because what was your course in college?
First business ad for 2 years. And then marine biology for 5.
Marine biology for 5 years.
Yeah.
And then so what? Because you had to make like a mental decision. There's a switch that you decided.
Yeah, there was a switch. Sometime in college, marine bio maybe mga 3rd or 4th year in, because I realized ba na I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what to do. I'm taking this course and everything. I didn't want the idea of graduating after college and then still depending on my parents, especially when they keep telling us na pati ko it's not good na kanang you're gonna be depending on anyone. So I'm like, sura ni nila yun. Mura mo sila, when you graduate, get out of here. You're not gonna help me, but so kaya na ba yun? I-realize mo ko na I really love doing what I did ba. So, I tried looking for jobs related to art. Looked for art places like makita lang mo sa Ayala na Bazaar, they sell art stuff, like their own stuff. I tried to see if my internship or so ginagmay lang basta na lang pay money for my own.
Okay.
Wala, they're not hiring and everything, so I don't know what to do. So
so you couldn't even get like an internship or a job doing that.
Dili unya. So what I did there's also a turning point because so basically I just make wrapped bracelets and braided bracelets.
Before in college.
Yeah, high school and then after high school then college lang. So more na siya like color. So people buy I also like buy and then my friend Megan, she's my classmate in BA business ad. She met me one day and then she said, "Carl, I got lost in downtown and I saw this place. They're selling a lot of stuff. Here's the plastic of stuff I bought. Please try to see if you can make stuff." So what she bought, kay ka na mga abaka na cloth, and then there's wax cord, and then there's leather cord and wooden turtles mostly, which is really nice. So I tried. They were all keychains, but we just make it into a necklace. So ni-add na ko variety. Necklace na din ng bracelet. the people loved it. So I visited the place, looked for the best ones they had, mga animals. It's called Freedom Park.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah, there. So, mura na siya. So I get stuff from there. If they order, I have to check there. So I don't work with clay pa. I just make what I can out of the things that I find. Huwag ka na magagmay na duwaan by, like, your crocodile garoon or like anything that's can be a pendant.
Like your kind of mga Lego pieces.
Yeah, so people still buy it for some reason. And yeah, more na akong variety. Those wooden stuff. Yeah. Also, when Mungkanghan, the band, invited me to be part of them, that was also a helpful point. Kay I tried lang ko na pabaga lang ko naon because I'm really sort of introvert, but I don't like talking to people. Pero I have
Really?
to. Yeah.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Kaya so
considering that you're like in every
exactly
event.
Yeah, I have to. Maybe at some point, na-realize ko na, I just have to do this.
So you worked on it.
Pero sa una, Outpost days,
Oh.
where there was these insecurities, but these are my friends, I grew up with them, but I'm selling and they're having fun. Those type of arguments in the mind, but then I had to swallow it, you know. So Mungkanghan, I'd only sell every time we have a gig.
Yeah. Before.
Then maybe I didn't realize I was already selling in
College pa na eh. This is college pa.
College pa. Yeah. So Mungkanghan was like 2005, second year college in marine biology.
Yeah, just to be fair, just to be clear, Mungkanghan is a tribal
Yeah,
band.
Mungkanghan is my tribal band. We consist of 11 band members. Yeah, yeah, we were booming for a while, 2005 to 2011. So yeah, we travel around a lot. We play a lot around Cebu and especially Sinulog time. Yeah,
so through the band, you started going to these gigs.
Yeah, so one of the purposes of the band is I was introduced to the places where I could sell. So once the band was slowly broken up, I also slowly started proposing, like, can I sell without the band?
Oh.
So they allowed me.
What was the first place you went to?
Outpost.
Outpost,
it was solely Outpost. Like, nowhere else.
So Outpost was the first one that you did it?
Yeah, Outpost, like, helped me a lot. Like, that's where I play a lot of gigs, and that's where I sold. And then they're the ones, because the owners there, there are like 7 of them, I think. And then one of the owners is Sir Randy, and then yung anak niya si Neil. And then Neil is my batchmate sa Pedart. And then
so that was your in. So
and then I also got close with Iris, the daughter, which sells
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
So she sometimes sells stuff through me, and then we got to talk about it. Also, this is around the time where the assembly was being made.
That was your first time?
That was your bazaar. No.
Not this, but like, that time?
That was the time when Neil and Iris and I were talking, like, do you want to sell in Habagat?
Okay.
Yeah, they realized, but nabitaw, no? So they actually asked me, and then that was good. I sold there for like 2 years, and then they wanted things to be legal, so marag ako, I'm like, yeah, sige, I'll try my best. So I did DTI, and that's it. The other stuff I didn't make yet. That was like 3 years ago, so they're still gonna accept me. But then because I have other stuff that allow me to sell, so never mind. But the good thing now is it was only SM Habagat, and then if I work on it now, I can sell in 5 stores now, which is in Cagayan, Davao. And
because they're Habagat, they're big.
They're expanding.
So is that something you're going to be doing later on?
Yeah, maybe this year is the plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sige. So before going to the gigs, was the first place that you went to was Outpost.
Outpost.
So how did you get in there? You were with the band?
With the band, and then I asked them, can we sell at the corner while we play? They would allow us, and that's how I got by. Like every
for
time
like the longest time, diba?
Like band lang yung display ko while we're not playing. Yeah.
And that was what you would do kay really like Outpost during the week. It was mingaw man except like weekends.
That's right. I would sell, Carl, sa una. Tuesday to Sunday.
Tuesday to Sunday you would sell?
Every day. Bahala na because I had nothing else to do.
Mo ba? So like Tuesday mo man ay Outpost before?
Well, that's why. So I realized eventually people will be like in Outpost like Wednesday to Saturday lang.
Oh, so then you just changed your schedule.
Yeah, Wednesday to Saturday.
So how do
sometimes Sunday.
So because I was thinking about the way you have all these things, but because you make 80% of the stuff that you sell.
Yeah, technically, Some of them I buy off.
Oh, yeah, but like most of it is really you make
Yeah.
it good, diba? And then you have a lot of stuff, right? Daghan
Yeah,
kayo.
yeah.
So, there has to be, you must have some sort of routine when it comes to creating these things because like, you're, you know, stop me if I'm just making some assumptions, huh?
Mm.
Na, basically, you have like two modes. You have your creation mode and then you have your like selling mode,
Mhm.
no? Your selling mode, I guess, would be at night when you're on these
Yeah.
events. And, you know, okay, biyan na mahuman. Maybe
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go home at like what, 1 or 2 in the.
Yeah, yeah, 1 or 2.
Oh, and then what? During the day, you're just basically creating.
Yeah, technically,
Diba?
yeah.
So I don't know. Like, can you walk me through? So like, what do you make? Do you make stuff every day?
Yeah, basically, if I'm not in there's this called artist mode, diba? So
Hmm.
sometimes the problem with artists is if you don't feel it, nothing's happening.
Yeah.
So when I'm feeling it, it's nice. I wake up and then I prepare everything and then just make until the hapon.
Oh.
And then
So
let's
wait,
say,
let's run through it. Be a bit more specific. So you wake up. What time do you wake up?
well,
You sleep late, man, because of all these events.
yeah, let's say 9.
Oh.
But then let's say I sell naman ron, Carl, Thursday to Saturday na lang.
Oh.
Okay, so Monday to Wednesday, free na siya.
Ah, okay.
So those times, kind of wake up 9, make, and then
So,
maybe mga
well, like
6.
right after you wake up, you make, you don't eat or anything, or something.
Of course, yeah, breakfast.
Oh.
Yeah,
So you wake up, you make your breakfast, you
make,
eat,
yeah,
and then
play
you.
music or a movie that I don't really
So
have.
while you're
Yeah.
there, that's something interesting. So while you're making,
Yeah,
you have
either
music or a movie in the
or a
background.
movie, but the movie it has to be something I've seen and I don't care about.
Yeah,
Just to have like
like
okay,
may noise and then may
nice, yeah.
slight distraction.
Yeah.
I guess if there's a scene that comes in that you're really
You stop
interested in, you stop
yeah.
playing, and then after 5-10 minutes, and you're back to.
Yeah.
So, what kind of movies do you? What kind of? Is it the same movie all the time, or?
Sa una, well, let's say I always play all the Jurassic Park series, all the Pirates of the Caribbean series, some Iron Man, and then Waterworld and Hellboy. So basically, these things also have art in it.
Yeah.
So sometimes when I make something, we get a movie na related, like kanina pwede na siya ma-reference. So it's not necessary, but it will help. Okay, the purpose for me is noise.
Yeah, you can't. You need that background noise behind you. I get. No?
Basically, just to create the illusion I'm not alone, something like that. I don't know why.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like how? So so like you wake up, you do breakfast, you put on a movie or music, and then you start creating the stuff. So how long does that go? How long are you able to?
Usually, maybe mo stop ko 5 to 6 p.m.
Yeah, are there days when you don't, like you mentioned, artist mode? Are there
There's days.
na-
There's sometimes it lasts a month gani.
Oh.
Like, I just don't want to make anything. Yeah, magsalig ra kog events and the stock that I have.
Okay.
And the only time that I do something is when there's an order online which I cannot refuse kay maguba akong pangan.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
So like, so you don't have any tricks or you don't force yourself back to artist mode.
Sometimes it works. So, go on. Well, the thing is, the only time let's say if there's a deadline, I usually reach that deadline, or maybe late gamay.
Oh, but
basically,
the deadlines help a lot.
Yeah, so I don't really ruin whoever's ordering it. I don't ruin their lives. It's what happens before that.
Oh.
So, example, someone orders like 50 pieces of something and I start 2 days before. That's already not enough time, but sleepless nights yun na.
Oh,
and then during the deadline, bazaar pa yun. Wala, matulog ko sa bazaar.
So basically,
it's not healthy.
But that's like a normal thing with the creative process. Like a lot of people need the deadlines in order to.
Yeah, that's true.
In fact, you can make mga artificial deadlines good just to cram your
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
You have to kanang
ilad.
ilaron yun mo imong body ba?
Exactly. Yeah, one of the tricks I do to myself also is like example, there's someone who ordered something in a week. Yeah, it's either busy ko, like really busy, or in that mode. So the week is what I need, but then it gets cut short.
Okay.
So what I do, I trick myself, like, I have to submit something in Saturday, 50 pieces, and it's already Wednesday at night, so I have to start at Thursday. So I trick myself. I pretend that that person ordered on Thursday morning, and I have to tell myself, if can I make it if somebody did order? Yeah, mo yun ko kaya ra. So I know my limit. So kaya man. Sleepless night. Okay.
So then there's
So nothing. No laag, no girlfriend, no selling at night. Just focusing on that. Yeah.
So that's what you do if para sani. So you're motivated to do it.
But let's just say last year was like the most clash of the artist mode and the business mode. Like business mode is when you have to do it even if you don't want to, right? Yeah. So Karon, I'm trying to clean that up. It's kind of better.
What do you mean?
Like let's say I don't want to slack off that much. Yeah. So it's not healthy for me. I'm good. Like not sleeping and everything. Just like
true.
the John's baptism, I was able to finish that like the day before. Yeah.
Yeah. The cute little animals.
No? Noah's Ark. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we got one.
Yeah, and then thank God for National Bookstore. They have magnets.
Yes, but you got the magnets. So like. Yeah, actually, I find like it's very, at least for me, but for like the writing, what I do is I just have a schedule. Like, when I wake up, that's what I do. I write, and then I have like more of like a limit. It's like every day I'm supposed to write 500 words.
Okay.
Kanya, bahala na if I use the words or not. Basta I'm doing it. So like, if na ako'y like deadline, like I need to submit something, usually for the blog or sometimes write for other people. I'll be like, I'm doing the 500 words every day, so di na ako mag-cram work. I'm just,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So like I don't know how that would translate.
No, I get it.
You.
I'm doing a schedule sort of like that instead.
Mo ba?
Yeah, because there's certain stuff that people order a lot, and then I'm like, I really need to make stuff. Yeah. Matimingan lang na I know other artists as well, but that so I just buy stuff from them that's cheaper. But it's not. But it's a certain general item. Like let's say, do you have like a moon pendant or a pipe? So no specific design. That helps to get from other artists.
So you resell it.
Yeah, but then the specific ones, I have to make on my own.
Yeah, because you have like the Lilila Primitive Art really has this sort of brand.
Yeah, differentiate. It's not too tribal and it's not too trendy.
It has like it has your stamp on it, but like if you see it, if it's a Lilila Primitive Art.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
piece.
People say. Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm actually I have a planner. I'm good, and there's all the schedules there. Yeah. So that's what I'm reading about lately since last year. How to fight it, but like I don't know. I get into the artist mode na kanang I don't want to do anything. Lisod kayo.
Monica, that's why I asked you about it because I've seen your like sales, your setup, and it's a lot of stuff, and hindi ko ka imagine, because if you're waiting for like the inspiration to strike, boy, daghan kay kanang nga sige wait. Yeah, years na. Yeah, they haven't done anything. Right?
That's right. Yeah.
So I'm sure you have your own ways to fight through it. But it's a normal struggle.
Yeah, that's true. So by the way, so what I did, I made sure because I wanted also to do something like to fight off that. So sa una, when there's an event and I have nothing to sell, so I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I'll just go and then bring 10 stuff. That's it.
I guess also
just to appear there, bahala na. But that's what I did. I didn't want to do that anymore. So what I did, maybe along the way, I either make a lot and then also buy from other artists, and then I also have an outsource man. They make clay, so I just give them stones and then they put clay on it. So maybe I'm stocking, and then not a canvas that has full stuff. So it's me. If ideally it'd be me preparing the whole day before the event, arranging it and everything, and keeping all the things that you need, like the table and the tablecloth and the labels.
Oh.
But then there's this kanang bahala na mode, meaning I'll just get whatever's hanging there and then
Your
put it
workshop?
all in my bag, yeah.
Oh.
So namo ko yung mga uban hang na daan. Just
Yeah.
put it in there. So if I'm not prepared, it's gonna be like a canvas with maybe spaces from the previous event, stuff on the table which I don't know, mixed prices, no labels. So maybe for the other people, it's looks okay. There's lots of stuff, but for me, I'm like,
Libog na kayo, like
Libog na
you're not
kayo,
sure
yeah.
which is which.
Yeah, I mean, I know the prices when I look at it, but then kayo mo katsa, so I can't say how much are all of this. I'll be like,
Kani.
yeah, so I'll just give them a range, 50 to 400.
That's a big
Yeah,
range,
yeah.
man. But you also touched on that, like kanang murag, like there's a lot of people like they feel like they should be doing everything.
Yeah.
And then ikaw, you quickly realize that if you did everything, well, hindi mo makaya.
Not quickly. I used to do that because I wanted everything I make to be made by me. It was an edge, and I wanted everything to be unique. That was like the edge of it. I couldn't do it. Yeah, people were already starting to. I was already starting to distribute to places, but yeah, lisod na kayo mo.
You couldn't keep up.
Yeah,
You
so
couldn't
mora,
keep up.
I had to outsource, and then there'd be like little white lies involved na lang. Like I'd say I make everything, which I don't. Yeah.
Pero gusto lang, white lies.
Ano lagi ka? Pwede ka-explain. I used to be too honest. So, did you make everything? No, I made this. Yes.
Para man na.
So, what I do is, I make sure that I can remake that.
Yeah.
So, if they want that,
then you
but
can.
a different color of stone, I can say, yeah, I made that. So, I can make that for you.
Yeah, but I also think like, because you're saying that like a bunch of things there on your sale, the stuff that you sell, some of it isn't ikaw gigahimo, but most of it really is you. Like I've like katong last year we went to Lanusa.
Yeah.
And then most of the time when you weren't surfing, you were just walking through the beach looking for
Picking up
stones.
stuff. That's right. Yeah.
Picking up stuff.
Yeah.
looking for stones to put on, like, I don't know, necklaces, pendants,
yeah.
whatever. So obviously there's still that artist or the creative portion of you that you're still exercising.
Yeah.
No? So so Mona, like, that's why I was wondering if you, like, because you have so much more about what your process was, and I thought it would be interesting to talk about that.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
What's it like selling in all these events by? So, like you mentioned, we started in Outpost.
Yeah.
Wala na may Outpost ron.
Yeah. So, Outpost closed. That was also like what do you call a beautiful disaster? Because I was already exploring other places. So without Outpost, I went to Turtle's Nest and Honduras, Gordo. Eventually, also some events. So it's also a blessing, social media, because I used to approach establishments personally.
Yeah.
I even approached Honduras and they told me I had to write a letter of intent. So I'm like, kapuya. So I'm like, I'll just find an event and then ask them if I can sell in their event. Never mind Honduras.
Yeah.
So give or take.
So you went to the event organizer.
Yeah, and then they allowed me. So in Honduras, the Honduras lang alone, I ended up like I don't really like magod like internet sa una. So
yeah, which is very different.
Yeah, that's why
we can get to that.
Yeah, that's right.
And then sige. So before di kaya kaganat internet.
Yeah, no, like technology. Like I was too tribal. Like it was pinugos na ba? But sige lang. Anyway, so when I got into it, I realized, why don't I just message Honduras? So I know because Zara said to contact whoever the person to contact for Honduras Gordo branch is her brother Eric.
Oh yeah.
So I messaged him on Facebook, and then at first he thought hi, it's really fine to do that, but we don't have people to watch it for you. So I told him no, it's not the case that I'll leave it. I said I'll be the one watching it during events at weekends.
So before, when you approached Honduras, you just walked in and then you just talked to
the waiters
the waiter
and Zara.
or the manager.
Zara told me to write a letter.
Okay. So then
Which I
later
tried,
on.
but then we never got to send it.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So I messaged him sa Facebook and it worked. Then and he was like, "Oh, ikaw di mo bantay? Oh, okay, just don't make a mess." And I said, I
uh,
can offer you what Outpost offered, which is 10 to 15%. Should not don't pay, just buy food. So
okay.
I'm like, yay, I'm going to San Honduras. I have to buy food.
Well, yeah, you have to eat. You have to eat
Yeah.
anyway. Oh.
Yeah, so that was a good deal. So after Outpost, went to a lot of places, and then eventually Honduras became the main place na.
So Honduras now is your main spot.
Yes, and
But
then
that
they
was,
closed.
and then they closed. So
Yeah.
that's another. So now,
So Karen, since they closed, oh yeah, well during the Honduras time, I was already doing a lot of bazaars and events also,
Yeah.
and I proposed to a lot of other places. So I still do Manggod Honduras because it's still nice to expose myself, and it's basically just me hanging out,
Yeah.
watching music, and getting paid a little bit.
and then you're also part of this community. Like people know you. Here in Cebu, people who go out and watch these gigs,
Yeah, there's always
A lot
that
of-
Marluloy guy.
a lot of people know who you are
yeah.
because you're always there.
Everyone was there, yeah. So I'm like, okay, I have nothing to do, so why don't we just watch a gig and put up a store? So when Honduras was gone, of course they have one White Gold and Mango. Mango is a nice place, but then it gets a little crowded, so di kayo makita ng stuff.
Oh,
So I'd rather go to White Gold because there's lots of space. But White Gold, pili uno ng events. So I still sell in White Gold, but I have to see if the event is nice, and I have to also make sure it's after sweldo.
Okay.
So that's why I
mamili
choose
ka.
it now. Yeah.
So right now, you don't have like a place where you're there every night
No, but if I have nothing to do, White Gold.
at Tuka.
Mm.
But when Outpost closed, you also started joining these bazaars and events, and did that change? My assumption would be just joining all these bazaars and events. Daghan na kay kag mga direct orders.
Yeah, man.
Daghan.
Oh, and also getting into the Facebook, online stuff also helped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so so that like you'd meet them in the bazaar, and then
Yeah.
they see, and then eventually once they like, oh yeah, I have this thing coming up. I need 50 pieces of something.
Yeah. Sometimes naman ng mga bulk. It's
Oh.
the ones that are a lot are like the individual made ones.
Amo ba?
Yeah.
A lot of people have it like kind of customized.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like what example?
Like, they usually pipes,
Pipes.
and
Okay.
then their favorite characters.
On like necklaces
Yes.
or ano?
Yes, and sometimes figurines.
Hmm.
And then there's also like a certain percentage na they bring their broken stuff and I fix it.
Amo ba?
Yeah, so
Okay.
there's people that have broken vases, broken bongs, broken pipes, and then, pendants that fell off.
Oh.
Yeah, so I fix it.
And then you get all of those through the bazaars mostly.
Yeah, but it's totally different now because I'm also getting into selling toys and stickers. So it's more of my hobby na,
Yeah.
like collecting these stuff and I'm selling it.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I noticed. The last time I saw you, I noticed there were these kind of mga
Yeah.
stickers.
So I'm like, if it was the old me, maybe 5 years ago, I'd be torn, but because it's not tribal anymore.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, kapoy would argue, so yeah, Lilila Primitive Art, but then I'll just separate this part as,
No, but also
Yeah.
it's your interest, man, sa,
It's my
diba?
interest, yeah.
You're not selling like stickers of like Barbie or Cinderella
Well,
or something.
Star Wars and Rick and Morty, and
These are things that you like.
Yeah.
So
basically, Old
it's still
cartoons,
your
yeah.
stamp in it in a way.
Yeah, in a way. Which these characters that are in the stickers, I also make out of my art.
Yeah, that's
So-
right. So murag it's consistent lang gihapon.
Yeah, but it's funny though because I only buy knockoffs, right? So it's not the original Star Wars franchise, it's knockoffs.
Yeah.
So I only buy those, Carl, because I wanted to like attract people. So I put Star Wars batch here and then Star Wars pendants. I put Moana toys here and Moana pendants, and then I chose Ninja Turtles because I have monsters, they're mutants. Something like that. Yeah, for
so
some
like
reason,
in a way it also
it was just for props.
Yeah.
And then stickers also, I only buy because I like stickers. So I buy from my friend who sells Japanese-based stickers.
Hmm.
So the toy part, I noticed people wanted to buy the toys. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll sell it.
So you started
So I'm like, oh, there's a market for toys.
Oh.
So I started looking for toys, and I actually sell them now. Mahalin din siya.
Oh.
And then the stickers from that girl, I buy a batch, and then there's like half of it I like, half of it I don't. I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? So I just displayed it.
Yeah.
Man, I sell it for 10 pesos a piece.
Halin Yapon.
Alin yapon. So I decided, why don't I actually look for stuff that people actually like?
Include it na lang in your
Yeah.
inventory.
Yeah, and then it also helps me because I never have anything below 50 sa una. So it helps to have something that's 10 to 15 pesos.
Just so that gets the ball rolling na lang.
Yes, yeah.
No? Or so in a way it's like because I guess the stickers are much from afar, they're much clearer
Yes.
than the pendants.
Yes,
and
that's true. Because the pendants, they tend to like look like they look the same because they're a lot together. Kapag
Yeah.
And the toys as well, they're like attractive. So
yeah, so in a way it's a way to get them near,
basically, yeah.
and then they're like, hey, it's Star Wars, whatever, and then they also see that you have a pendant, it's Darth Vader.
That's true. So it's like decorations for sale. Yeah.
So going back, like, so before you were so anti-technology, which is kind of ironic because I must say your Facebook page is probably one of the more entertaining pages. I'll do a quick read. Like
my personal one, you mean?
Yeah, it's your personal. You know what? I don't know. Do you have Twitter?
I do, but I don't do it. The only time I use Twitter is when I'm in Instagram because there's a Twitter option. I don't
because like some of these, honestly, like some of these would do so well on Twitter. Like,
really.
like, hala ka diha, fondant ba daw ni? Yes, ma'am, pendant.
Yeah, that's
or
you mean like the dream capture?
Yeah, I don't know. Wait, I'm trying to. Pagid na ako na load daan. Like, there's a few nga murag.
Straight out of my mind or experience, but.
Yeah, and then you have can you say Yasmin, like my favorite commenter. She comments on every status nga, oh my G.
Yeah. She actually helps because it ups the post.
Oh, I'm sure. No? But man, it's buried. Kaya naman na yung mga like katong dream. What was the dream catcher one?
Yeah. Somebody said sir, na may baligya dream capture.
Dream
capture, and I'm like, oh ma'am, pero dream capture siya, pero mo capture sa dreams siya. Mo lagi. So she argued pa. I'm like, oh sige.
Yeah.
And one of them also, same batch of people, was looking for something that's blue in the dark instead of
blue. Honestly, like I think you would be a fun Twitter follow.
Really? Okay, I'll take note of that.
But like your at least your Facebook account. I know you also have like a Lilila Primitive Art.
Yeah, but I'm also using my personal mode as to entice people to hey. Because they affiliate me with my business naman, so...
Oh yeah, for sure. You should use that, yeah.
Basically, I don't really care what my Facebook looks like. Like, I don't have to, like, clean it up and stuff. Just pakagad lang yan.
Oh yeah. No, but also it shows who you are, but like it just comes out. Like, there's so many more that I can't...
Yeah, it's buried.
Yeah, buried na siya. There's like stuff here for sale.
Yeah.
Like equal rights means equal punishment. So, These little things, when it's fun. It's fun to see it online, which is ironic considering that you didn't
I didn't do that. But, yeah, but you're one of the people who told me, Mama, you should get into that because you keep contacting me. I never answer.
On your phone
Assembly.
Before.
Especially sa Assembly. Magsimagiklamo sa una. Yan, we have like a display together. I mean, I displayed in your store sa una. You mo text pa ka na ko. Then, eventually, I got into it na lang. Okay, email.
And then once a month, this somehow has turned into your main form of, like on your way here, like I actually sent you a text. I'm not even sure if you got it. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I did, and I just replied lang online.
Yeah, and you replied via messenger. So most of your...
Online again siya. Then, it helped. I used to have everybody was having touchscreens. I still had a keypad because I hated it.
Oh.
And then I realized I got a partner, and then she said, Carl, somebody wants to see your art, and it's easier to show them the picture instead of meeting them.
Mo good. Waste of time kayo
So yeah, that's when I
sometimes.
realized and accepted it. Yeah, pero mas grabe na ako online.
Oh.
So I think it's a good problem because I used to struggle because I only depend on events.
Yeah.
Nobody ordered. I'm struggling now because there's too much orders and I'm like I can't even
You can't
accommodate.
keep up. Oh.
Yeah, so busy pa ko niya. Sometimes artist mode, so I'm like, but I try hard to keep up with everything.
So how long did it take? Would you say that like an so like the Lilila Primitive Art, that's your main thing right now. That's your main and only thing.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So how long did it take before like you found out because a lot of people. So sometimes people go to me, I want to be I want to be a graphic artist. I want to do
That's
this, I
right,
want to do that,
yeah.
and then the truth is it doesn't happen right away. Just when you say you're going to do it and you put something online, it takes a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah, so maybe my edge was while I was going to school, funded by my parents, I
Oh.
was already starting it.
Oh,
So my baon became my capital. So I just buy materials
yeah.
and then and then I bring it to school. And
Oh,
then people buy, and I have extra money, and then tabang sa banda because I was doing the band during my college days as well. And before ko na banda-banda, Carl, what I did with my katong BA pa ko, which I started making, I would make stuff, let's say 20 kabuk, then I would go to concerts, pay entrance, and then I'd walk around and like ask people if you wanna buy my stuff.
mo ba?
Yeah, I didn't have a stall. I just
Ah.
asked them like,
This is when you're in college.
yeah,
No?
yeah. So
You paid for the entrance and then to sell.
yeah, and then reggae event. Let's make reggae stuff. Hi, you wanna buy my stuff and everything? I remember actually doing that with my friend Megan, the one who
Oh.
introduced me to the tribal stuff. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I did. And then Magani eventually the banda. Oh yeah, and then Bantayan sa there were already tribal artists before me.
Yeah.
So they were the people that sell in Fuente.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I approached them once. Now, like one of them in Bantayan, they said they were from Cebu. Of course, normally they wouldn't tell you what material they use. They gave me a fake.
Was it very secretive? Mo ba?
Yeah, so I asked them what material do you use, and then they told me tile grout. You know the
Tile grout?
powder that you use for tiles.
Yeah. Which is
So
is that
that's
true?
what we experimented on that. We put tile grout and then water. That's what they all say. All of them that I asked, they did. It doesn't work and it mabuak and then
Which is wait, you're referring to what? The
epoxy clay,
The epoxy
which
clay.
is what I started with.
Ah.
Because that's when you're a tribal artist, you're usually an epoxy clay artist and a tribal band artist and a henna artist.
Ah.
That those three come together,
Yeah.
which is what I got into as well.
So they started. So when you tried asking for information,
They
they
gave
basically gave you the wrong
Yes,
information.
yes. And then
Ano ba na ba eh? Why hindi man helpful?
I don't know, like that's what I noticed with Cebuanos. They're very competitive. You know how I learned the other secrets? Because I traveled and then these people from Abusan and from Cagayan told me their secrets. No?
Ah, so they.
So, but then, yeah, we'll get to that. So,
Oh,
so what happened was they never told me their secrets, and then Nikonix,
from A-frame.
yeah, because Bantayan, the Holy Week, so he told me na
Yeah.
they will never tell you the secret, but that material looks like epoxy because that's what we did with our drums. Because he was Mungkanghan before I was.
Oh.
Yeah, so I said, that's true, epoxy, that works. Yeah. So I tried grout alone and epoxy alone, it didn't work.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, okay, I gave up. So I just continued making my own stuff and then sold and everything.
Wait, sorry. I'm kind of confused. So so you found epoxy clay.
Well, technically, it's just epoxy. The normal thing that you use to repair your car, your wall.
Okay, that one makes
Pink colored one.
That
So
one can
when you
make
combine that,
with.
more work na siya. You
Ah.
can make sculptures, but it's really hard because it's saggy and
Ah.
it's hard because it's very gahi.
To make like those clay molding.
Yeah, the
Ah.
detailed. So like this. So it's not worthy. So I'm like, never mind.
Okay.
So na-explore lang ko sa, is hardware to value, and I found this little hot dog size thing. It's called epoxy clay. I'm like, really? So I bought it, fill it and everything, and it doesn't need anything else, just as is. I could mold stuff with it, but it's very expensive, $150 for like a 4-inch hot dog thing.
Okay.
So I worked with that. So I already had clay stuff, but it's different from theirs because Eli is really gahi and durable. Mine is like lightweight but it doesn't break easily. But I started making stuff with it. So okay, I already had clay stuff. Didn't care what material they used. I found my own. So they started noticing, but no, he sells inside the events, but they're all outside. Like them, Turtle's Nest, they're outside the gate.
Yeah, you were inside.
Ako kay mga naman jud ko because I already got the idea of it because of Outpost.
Because of Outpost.
Yeah, which I only sell keychains that become necklaces, So, so mine before was like stone and string, no clay, or toy and string. So, because of that, I got to realize na mananghid naman ka sa tagila.
So, what? Yeah, mananghid ka. So why? So they never did that?
No, that's what I noticed. They're always outside of the event. Even when Family Part event, Visayan Music Festival, there was a time that they made the music festival overnight. Yeah, and then even JCI also did an event na kanang with Greyhounds as their guest. Of course, I'd find whoever organized it, I'd meet them or send a message. Musugot sila, we make a deal. Musujud ko niya. I noticed there's lots of trouble.
Or sa gawas sila tanan. Advantage ka.
Yeah, so what I did, because I don't know, maybe I'm too buutan, I tell them na you come with me and sell inside. Yeah, maybe because gamay ra kog bligya, so nakapagindot tanawon.
For that hand, yeah.
So
you're much more generous than.
Yeah, but then that's the thing, because when this is the first one, I invited them. There's like 2 of them, so they're like 3 stalls na. So tulo na mi. Then he saw my stuff and then he said, "Carl, why is your clay very light? It's like I can break it." Like, well, that's all I know. Then he said, "Why don't you use this?" And then he told me his secrets. So my generosity came with a good price, ba? Because I didn't ask him anything. He told me, yeah.
I mean, these are not the same people you saw in
But I asked.
I know. But like, these just so happen
they're one of the people that sell in Frente as well, but not the same person I asked.
Yeah.
It's funny though, like that person that I asked is he's the one now asking me stuff. So like how I made this and that, but so things turned around the Philippine years. So if you notice this one, it's brown. It looks like wood, and then there's like dark areas.
Okay, it's a riveting podcast material.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at your pendant your necklace.
So my pendants, which are epoxy clay, they're usually brown color. They look like wood. And then if I carve something in, it always shows like it's black. The carvings will look black.
It becomes dark.
I used to use ball pen lang and acrylic to paint it. Then they told me there's a certain dye, hair dye, that you apply on it, and then it becomes like that effortlessly. So he told me all the secrets. I'm like, wow.
No?
So I bought everything the next day.
Yeah, but also you bought everything the next, but also in a way, ba? It kind of doesn't matter what the secrets are, Mungkanghan, because it's your art. It's just the medium.
It's just the medium, that's right.
Oh.
But then their medium is like, the 150, that's like 500 ml already. So that's like 2 big cans compared to 1 hot dog.
Okay, yeah.
So that helps a lot in cost.
Yeah.
And then I found out through him that tile grout and epoxy clay go together. So it's like making bread.
Mo ba?
Yeah.
So that's the secret ingredient for the.
That's right.
Sani.
Yeah, like 150, I could just make 5 pendants, but with the new material, I can make like 100.
Oh, and yeah. Why do you think, Namurad, they were so secretive about it? Like,
I get it, Carl. Like, until now, these people don't even tell you where they buy some sources, like the bones and the stones na, like, I want to look for. It's always sketchy, their answer.
Mo ba?
Yeah, that's what I noticed with Cebu people, so it's okay. And then when I went to...
Which honestly, part of this... Sorry,
don't worry.
Interject a little bit. Okay, one part of this whole podcast for me is that I want this to reach people who are interested. One day there might be this kid who's in first year college, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, right, I remember seeing Carlo Lilila in a gig. I wonder how he makes this stuff." And then he'll listen to this interview and he'll see Namrud. You're just sharing the knowledge ba?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter I mean, it matters to you in a sense. Yeah, you're using this because
Mm.
it's this particular material is better, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter in terms of your art what material you are using. And you just said it again in the beginning, Murad. At first, you didn't know, so you found this thing in True Value,
Mm.
even though it was like, I don't know, 5 times more expensive, but at least you had your own way of doing it.
Yeah, but it was also kuan. You couldn't make pipes out of it because it burns.
Oh,
Yeah,
but that
something
didn't stop you.
No.
You still kept going.
Yeah,
And then eventually you figured out how to do these things.
yeah,
No? Through your sheer persistence and generosity by inviting them
yeah.
into the event. Imagine.
Yeah, that's what happened in Lanuza as well, the Surfing
Oh.
Festival 2010. I was paying for the permit to sell.
Oh.
It was like 1.5, and then I'm like, oh, whatever, I'll just pay for it. I don't want to be.
Well, that I get that. I get
Because
that.
na trauma mo ko, I tried in Bantayan and they brushed me off. I'm like, I hate this. I want to make sure that no one will touch me. So I paid for my stall and then everything. And then there's this guy which I noticed I don't know, you just get a radar that you know that he's an artist as well. He was looking at my stuff, so I interviewed him and he said he's also selling like mine and then he's just at the corner. I'm like, why don't you stall beside me? Then she said, maulaw siya. Then I said, if somebody touches you, tell them you're under me. So, tapad siya nako.
Oh.
And then his friend also from somewhere else arrived. So there's 3 of us. That was good though, because we were 3 artists, henna artists, and 3 clay artists. So we would take turns.
Yeah,
But
you're
that-
helping each other out.
That was great. I was in love with that moment because nanong di maningana sa Cebu na mura manino. Ayaw lang. They give like if example the events, they would also allow you to sit beside you and sell with you sa taga Cebu ba. But murag ito
Wait ka mga
makapil ka na murag pwede di lang.
Oh, like
organa lang ba? Nga na.
Yeah, I feel, I am a big believer of that there's a saying, the rising tide raises all boats.
Yeah.
You get that?
That's
So
right,
and meaning, daghan mo,
Yeah.
and then it's, where siya, the reason I can see sad why you guys will probably have more sales na daghan mo, because
Exactly, yeah.
you guys don't have all the same items man sad.
Yeah, exactly. That's what more like ako ang na notice. You know those in downtown there's like 20 shoe repair stores together.
Oh.
So parang ako, that works because if people come in, one is busy, then the other one will take it, and then these people remember that you can always count on that place.
Yeah, because daghan na kaya
That's
sila.
what I was thinking. So there's only like a few people in Cebu that I love to sell with because they allow you, they invite you, but then
You guys help each other.
kasagaran di good like. But I get it. I don't blame them for anything. But there's even people that mo sell sila where I sell, like in Handurao. So I'm like, okay, just sell outside there. So wala ka na nang instagiya. And then when I get to talk to them, and then they say they're gonna travel next week, I'm like, really? Where? Can I go with you? And they're like, okay, Rosel, but pwede di.
No.
Lost some. Awa, only ka din buwan. So there's stuff like that. So people from outside they know, so kato sa gitabangan ako sila. They also told me a secret to make the material even more moldable, which I cannot say anymore because
you're gonna keep
that one I'm gonna keep.
it.
Yeah.
You just ruined like my whole first 5-minute spiel of opening.
But then it's more of like, let's just say it's more. The purpose of it is more of like varnish. I'm not gonna tell you what makes my thing shine.
Okay.
But then you can make something like that, like so it's kind of like that. It's not really necessary. But, yeah.
Well, Ramona, but I think I feel like that's something lacking, but there's no sense of kanang cooperation and community sometimes.
Yeah.
And then if you'll notice, the ones who have a generosity, the more generous you are, the more kanang it comes back ba?
Yeah.
No? It comes back to you.
Yeah, exactly.
The ones who are hoarding all of their in your terms, secrets, knowledge, anana. In the end, they're not helping anybody but themselves.
Exactly.
But what happens is they're also limiting themselves in that way.
And then secondly, the second material usage is polymer clay.
Mm.
It's not like I made it. It's something you buy off National Bookstore
Oh,
or online.
yeah.
So what's the point of me keeping it? All the instructions are there.
Yeah.
So with that, I also do workshops.
It's not even that, but it's like, it's so easy to go to YouTube.
Exactly.
And
but they don't do these things. All
Yeah.
these other artists are amazed why I have colored stuff. And it's my edge now from the tribal artists.
Mm.
They're like so amazed with the detail, and I'm like, yeah.
Search
it's a,
on YouTube.
It's a different type of clay, yeah. So kuan, because I also do workshops, so what am I supposed to do? Not tell them the material? I have
Yeah.
to. Diba?
I know, but also, this is not the time to be secretive when everything is a Google search away.
Exactly. But that's the funny thing though, Carl, because everywhere I go, I mean, you are witness to that. Almost everywhere you go, I'm there.
Oh.
And vice versa.
Oh.
But why don't I see them na taga Cebu naman sila? So it kind of shows but they don't really explore, let's say, the modern world ba?
Yeah.
Kung tabagin sila, asa sila, Fuente Colum.
Mm.
Which is, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but then they're also the ones that are handling that territory. Okay, you stay there. I'll be the one in this place.
You'll be doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Which has worked well for you, diba?
Because honestly, I'm really jealous of their lifestyle because they travel a lot everywhere, and then some of them, they even pay them through their art or their henna tattoo. They don't pay for the boat, they stay with the crew. And then, saka sa mo travel car, they really earn a lot because kanang festivals and everything ba. And then I tried to do that, but for some reason, the universe doesn't want me to, ba, kaya kasabaan ko and everything, so.
Kasabaan ka?
Yeah,
kasabaan ka.
I've tried lagi in Bohol and in Bantayan.
Yeah,
I just tried what they were doing, selling in places, and then, why? There's people selling there. Why are you pushing me? So I'm like, okay, whatever. I hate this. So so I did my own thing lang where I'm guaranteed ba na no one will touch me, Well,
I think also in the end, at least in my experience, like the more different you are, the better off. At this, especially these days, ba, you can either be the best or better,
yeah,
or different.
Yeah.
And then it's so much easier to be different.
Yeah, different.
Diba?
Yeah.
And then when you're different, because if people will like you for the things that you already do.
Yeah.
And then you're not following somebody, because if you're following, you're most likely not going to be better than that person anyway.
That's right. Yeah.
No.
But then I can't describe myself as the best in the industry. But I'm just a great alternative.
No, but you have your own thing.
Exactly, I have my own thing.
Diba?
So it's like my own style, but like I'm not gonna make you like the exact replica of that character, but I can make it look like that as much as I can.
No, you do it. It has a style,
Yeah,
It really has a style, and then but that's what I'm trying to say is like if you want it to be the best at what another person is doing,
exactly, yeah.
It's gonna be very difficult because that other person is already doing it, spent all those years and everything.
Yeah.
And then I don't think that person said, I'm gonna follow somebody. He's just doing it because he wanted to do it.
Yeah.
So I think the approach cannot be, you're gonna follow what this person did exactly.
Yeah, no.
Because tisod kayo.
Yeah.
No? You have to figure out your own thing. I guess in the beginning, when you were starting out, and it seems like it to me, you didn't know the materials, and then when you finally did, you probably emulated it a little bit. Like you saw, I don't know, who are these artists that you look up to?
Yeah.
And then you tried to follow, but eventually you got your own voice from it. Speaking of, like, did you look up to like artists in terms of kanangingana?
It's more of like I just type a certain way of doing things, and then so it's not really like main artist, but kanang how to do it lang. So basically online videos, YouTube and Pinterest. So example, I don't know how to curve a certain thing, that's how I learn because I just type it on how. But some artists, let's say like Guillermo del Toro, him.
Which was who's Guillermo
He's
del Toro?
He's the one who made Hellboy, Pacific Rim, and Pan's Labyrinth. So all those creatures.
Oh yeah. He has like, is that Troll Hunter? Is that him also? Have you seen that?
I'm not sure. Shape of Water. It's in,
I
yeah.
think I'll look it up. It's more. I remember
Yeah.
seeing this thing in Netflix.
Yeah.
I was showing my kid. I
One of
remember. I think it was Guillermo.
It's
del
one of the
Toro.
main inspirations, like how he made Hellboy and everything.
Oh, Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
And then,
And
so are you planning to do stuff like that? Can you come up with your own?
yeah, something like that, like own versions of my interpretation of certain characters, but
Yeah, like toys, good. Like, because right now you're doing mostly like faces.
yeah. I'm starting to make figurines. Man.
Figurines,
Yeah.
kana, that's the word.
Yeah, but not articulated. I'm just slowly studying pa how to make our things that you can articulate.
When you say
Which is-
articulate, you mean move.
Move, yeah. So basically, I'm buying a basic shaped toy,
Oh, I've seen those. Yeah.
and then I remodel it, like put stuff on it, and then paint it.
Oh, so
custom
that's-
items, siya.
That's where you're going now.
Yeah, exploring it. Yeah.
So I also noticed one of the things with you is you haven't stopped. In my head, in my head, like the stuff that I've seen from you,
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, Carlo must have known how to do this for the past 5 or 10 years, but that's not true. You're always pushing boundaries, always learning.
Yeah, always should. Like, basically, it's funny because I've always had a theory, but you're always gonna be who you want to be when you're a kid. So, example, my brother, he's always said, like, when we were kids, like 10, 5 years old, he's always wanted to be a pilot.
Yeah.
He went through all the other things he did, but then now he's not a pilot, but he's aircraft maintenance, which
Oh,
he
he's
does.
working on airplanes.
Yeah, something like that. And then, my sister somehow always wanted to be related to, like, traveling, so she traveled a lot. Now she's in Australia, and then now she's working for a travel agency.
Oh, is she? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yako, basically, I've always wanted to make toys.
So
basically,
you're getting there. It's
Yeah.
coming full circle.
Basically, yeah.
But that's true because like I think for me, when I was a kid, I collected a lot of like magazines,
Mm-hmm.
but it was magazines of stuff that I was interested in. So I remember
right,
I remember my first magazine was a Game Pro.
Oh, yeah, of course. I had that also.
Oh, it's a gaming magazine, diba? And then eventually, when I got into guitars, I started buying Guitar World, Guitar Player, so many of these magazines.
Yeah.
And then I started, then I got into recording music. And I started buying magazines for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember at one time when I was cleaning my room, I must have had a few hundred magazines na
Really?
in my room
Yeah,
that I basically just threw away.
Yeah.
In an effort to minimize my
Minimize,
life.
yeah.
No? But like, and then right now,
Yeah,
I'm basically running a blog,
Yeah,
coming up with
exactly.
content,
articles and
and
stuff.
then it's going back full circle, but then I'm really happy doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think you are too, di ba?
Yeah.
And then I'm sure you also went through your own challenges also in a sense.
Yeah.
Like, were you ever discouraged? Like, I remember I looked up, there was this we did an article on you like a few years ago. I think we interviewed you.
So 9 degree? No.
So 032 Gid, like an article on you.
Okay.
Yeah, we did
that's
remember.
right. I replied to your...
Oh, my
Somebody
writer, si
interviewed,
Shaira.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a part there where you put, I went through a number of discouragements and doubts about my craft because of the unbelievers.
Oh, that's true.
But I pushed through despite their negativity. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, sure. Well, basically, when I started, the first people that discourage you, unfortunately, which maybe also is a good thing, is your family. And then, so I'm really good. I'm really inclined to whatever family is, ba. So no means no, wala na bitaw.
Oh.
But then there's always a battle, like I've already been in a band and I'm already making art, but then no support, like it's all discouragement.
Oh.
And then even some of my friends are like, why are you doing that? And aren't you doing something else?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so I'm just gonna have to keep it a secret. So I don't know, I hid it. So when I transferred to marine biology, there were more field trips and there were more outings. So
you hid it? What do you mean you hid it? You hid
meaning I would say that I'm on a field trip, but I'm already going out of Cebu to play in a gig.
Ah, okay.
And then I would say that I'm gonna be doing an overtime, but I'm already selling in a gig.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when
Yeah,
you're in marine biology,
Yeah. So
there's more outings.
That was my hidden life. Yeah, more outings. So more makailad ra ko ba na field trip. But no, it's not a field trip.
Because you're still in college and you're still living under your parents.
Yes, exactly.
And then, so you needed their parental approval just to get out of the house.
Yeah, so, and then some other discouragements as well is kind of lang not much sale in a night.
Oh.
Something like that. Lang.
Which is normal, That
Yeah,
happens to everybody.
Yeah, exactly. So, we're sort of living a double life, and then I just went through with it because I don't know, I really love doing it,
This is how you wanted to
So
spend your time.
and there was a time when I don't know if you call it a perfectionist. I don't know, but sort of. So since I'm studying marine biology, of course I had to make sure na my course wouldn't be a waste. So I also tried to struggle at finding a job doing that. I don't know. There's just some point that you know what I do. I just why do I have to lie to myself? So I sat down. I don't know, like maybe one day or two, and I really think hard on what do I really want to do. So I'm like, you know what? I'd rather do my art as a main thing than side job on marine bio. I'm only thinking of getting a job for marine bio because
before,
maulaw kasi my parents, but they pay for everything and people are expecting you. So basically, it was about what people thought. So I'm like, you know what? Never mind. I'll do what I want. And in order to do that, I must support myself.
Yeah.
So that was basically one of the main things of Sobana. So if I live on my own, not ask anything from anyone, why would they touch me? And then the only thing that they'll do is like ask you, is that all you want in your life and everything? So there's always these questions now. Carl, it's been how many years and you're still doing that? You still don't have this and that, the basic things that you need, but maybe
need quote unquote.
What I don't need quote unquote. So savings, a house, plans, and insurance. So let's just say I don't have all of that. But then I also have plans, But then if you keep on kanang relating your timeline to their timeline, their ideal timeline for you, it destroys everything.
Yeah.
So I had to kanang be strong enough to just let those words pass and then just do my own thing ba. But then, of course, not take those advices for granted. Take note of it, but then I'll do it on my own time. That gave me more peace ba. And then, of course, I also hang around with people that understand me. So, para when we talk about it, kasi nabot mi ba? Instead of looking like magkuy kag mga tao na mag-agree sa principles sa nila.
Well, also, and then also at the same time, well, this is not the case for your parents because I know them. They do have savings and insurance. But a lot of people who say that, they don't have. There's so many people who have, no savings. They can be making 150,000 a month, and then they're still spending 150,000 a month. In the end, it doesn't matter kaayo how much you make. In a way, it's all about
how you're gonna use it,
and how you use it, and how you want to live.
Yeah.
Because would you?
That's true.
And unfortunately, so many people live this way in a sense that they hate every day.
Yeah.
They wake up tired and then not wanting to get out of bed. They're looking forward to the weekend because that's the only time they get to do something they want.
Yes.
And then, do you want that, or do you want to wake up every day doing something you want?
Of course. Exactly.
Well, I think that's a good place to wrap up.
Yes,
no?
That's true.
No? But before we end, Carl, how can people? First of all, thank you for.
Yes, it was fun.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll do it again some other time.
Dug up a lot of memories. That was good.
Bro, how can people find you?
Well, so my business name, the name of my business is Lilila Primitive Art. For those who don't know, we started during college and we only made Lilila Primitive Art so that we can fund our travels. So the art was just a byproduct of what we wanted. So it all started for fun. So lingaw-lingaw lang. And that's what Lilila means. Lingaw-lingaw lang. So you can find us in Facebook, Instagram, Lilila Primitive Art. We're also in OLX, in Shopee, and Tumblr. And in Carousel as well. all websites or apps. These are
In all of those sites, they just search Lilila Primitive Art and then
yes,
they'll find you.
yes.
No? How is
Yeah.
it like in the how is it in OLX, Carousel, and Shopee?
Well, OLX, I mixed stuff there, so there's huge used stuff and art. Fairly, they're both equal. So meaning some people acquire, some people. Let's say give or take 2 to 3 times a month lang ang inquiries and people who buy it. So OLX is like just stay there and have a presence. Carousel, same. Shopee is more
Shopee daghan.
mas more response because most of the people who buy are from Luzon,
Mo
in
ba?
Manila. So Manila people spend more
So is that where most of your orders are coming from? Na?
in online.
In online?
So no, more on Facebook. So let's say if you rank at Facebook, then Shopee, then Instagram,
Okay.
and OLX and
So Facebook, these are all people you know, though. These are all
no.
people.
So for some reason, there's people already contact me, which I don't know. So
Tama
that's
ba?
great as well. Yeah.
Mhm.
I get message requests a lot.
Really? So
Yeah.
you really check that?
Yeah, I do.
So wait.
I know.
I was gonna say I was gonna end, but I have more questions.
Sorry.
But like, this was the last one na lang. But like, what's the process? So, let's say they want something made. They send you a picture
It's either they send me a picture
of something that you took already, but yun, most likely.
Depende, Carl. Like, hey, you made this. Can I have something made like this? Or, hi, I like this character. Can you make this?
You
So
know,
it's a reference.
and then when someone like, how do you ask for the payment?
They deposit through BPI or Cebuana Lulier.
So you don't start with it at all until they
Until
give
they
a pay.
Yeah,
payment.
so that's including shipping, which is around the Philippines average 190. Sometimes 180, sometimes 200. So I just stick with 190 para it's either plus 10 or minus 10.
Because some of the items are.
Yeah. Something like that lang. So once they do that, I make it, I send a picture. If they like it, if they want changes, it's fine because I haven't baked it yet.
Oh.
You can change it, yeah.
So you get a lot of those.
Yes.
A question: do you get more online orders now than actual? In terms of, I don't know, money value, where do you get more naman? From the events or from on your direct orders online?
So depends on good car. Like in bazaars mo, in Cebu raman ko mainly. So my prices basically will be 30 to 40% below.
Okay.
I've noticed that the more I sell cheaper in Cebu, there's more I can earn. But in online, it's my original prices. Because on online, they actually accept the price lang jud as is.
Oh, because it's customized.
Exactly, yeah.
And
even the ones that I post that are stock.
Tama ba?
Yeah. So, ano lang.
So, like, if you wanted to get a deal, better to look for you good in a bazaar.
In a bazaar, yeah. But then there's also convenience that it gets sent.
Yeah.
So, also, basta customized, digi ko muna og ano kay it's really hard.
It has to be.
Order,
Yeah.
I also noticed in bazaars, Carl, one person purchasing power, like if I priced my stuff before 80 to 250, one person would just spend like 100 plus, but then I lowered it to 50 to 150 lang. One person would spend like 3 to 400.
Mo ba?
So I'm like, okay. So they're more on quantity.
Oh, they want to see.
Yeah.
They want to hold a lot of things.
Yeah. So I make sure man sad good na di kay kansi. So.
Dapat lang.
Yeah. So.
Sige, we can. We'll end on that.
Yes.
Thanks for coming, bye.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed that conversation with Carlo Rodriguez. Again, if this is your first time listening to 032 Conversations, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed the show, please leave a rating on iTunes. We got our very first iTunes rating from Scott Tiara. I'm pretty sure this is Scott, our photographer. Thanks so much, Scott. You've been a friend to 032 for so many years. It's a 5-star rating. It's a Southside. And finally, a quality podcast based from Cebu. I'm enjoying this so much. Thank you, Scott, for the generous rating. Guys, if you like the podcast, please give us a rating. That helps the podcast reach more people through iTunes. And, if you think that this is something you can support, a rating will do that very nicely. Also, share it on social media if you want. We've gotten a few people who've basically just shared it on their Instagram stories or something. Like they just screen grab it or record audio and then they just share it. So that's been helpful as well. Thank you so much. Subscribe. The music from this podcast is Piano March by Audionautics. I'll see you next week. Cheers. Second and third episode, we're both talking to we're talking to blah 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 blah.